number 408. I will start the meeting formally by striking the gavel. When I signed up for today's meeting, I had volunteered for grammarian's role. So it was a gradual progression from the two roles of our counter and book review that I had done in my past Toastmasters meeting. But 2 days before, I got a message from our VP Education, TM Isha. Hi Sonam, hi TMO Sonam, will you be willing to take SAR role? I was a little taken aback. Is the SAR role up for the grabs? Because I thought it is always TM Abhishek who would do it. So my first reaction was, no way, it is too early. I'm just a couple of weeks in the Toastmasters journey. Wouldn't it be too early? And also, I'm still learning to pronounce sergeant at arms. So, but however, after some thought, I agreed. And here I am today as your sergeant at arms. That's the beauty of Toastmasters meeting, I believe. You don't wait until you feel you are completely ready. You say yes to opportunities that may feel like a stretch, but that is where growth happens. So a very warm welcome to all of you to today's Vadodara Toastmasters meeting. I will, before we begin the meeting formally, I will call out a few meeting guidelines. First of all, I would request all of you to switch your mobile phones on silent or vibration. I will give you 5 seconds for it. Okay. Please avoid discussing anything related to politics, sex or religion. Avoid any cross-talk or crosswalk when there are speeches ongoing. We have our restrooms in between 2 floors, 2nd and 3rd, and also towards the left. And now it's time for the mission statement. I would request all of you to please raise your right hand and repeat after me. We provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. Thank you very much. So with that, I would hand it over to our very dynamic TM Isha, who is the presiding officer for today. And TM Isha, over to you to set the stage.
What a warm welcome by Toastmaster Sonam. Raise your hands if you have taken any leadership role in your school days. I didn't raise my hand because I didn't take any leadership roles. My school teacher assigned me a compulsory blackboard monitor role in my 8th standard. Gradually, when I got to know about more leadership roles in my college days, I was just a birthday planner. I used to plan all my friends' birthday and used to take account of the birthday cake prizes. But then I joined Toastmasters and I was encouraged by TM Vikram, TM Shruti to take this role of VP Education. And then my life has a drastic change in the 6 months. Originally, I'm an introvert person, but believe me, in this 6 months, I had so many communication with so many people, which I didn't do in my entire life. This is the truth. My grandfather came and grandmother came in the 400 milestone meeting. They saw me on stage taking the role of MOC. After when we came home, my grandfather said in Gujarati, "Ghare to bahut ocho bole chhe." You speak very less at home. But this is the beauty of Toastmasters. It gives you platform to explore your qualities, your soft skills. I developed a good communication skill by the role of VP Education. And then when I come here at 10 a.m., I see someone is not coming. There are many situations of chaos. So it is very difficult to manage. But I manage switching roles, changing roles at the very last moment. And I won Excellence in Education Award from the district. And during this tenure, 7 members at VTM won Leader in Me Award. I didn't even think in my wildest of my dreams before a year that this would be a true thing. But now I want to thank all my mentors, all my fellow Toastmasters for giving me this opportunity. And if you want to find a leader in you, our elections are coming for next tenure. So please do take up any role of your choice in which you want to develop your skill. There are many roles. I have shared the Excel sheet and shared the details. Please go through it. There are many roles like Sergeant at Arms, VP Membership, VP Education. You can choose your role. So now let's move forward to guest introduction. Yeah, please. You can stand up there.
Hello everyone, good morning. Myself Divya. So by profession I'm working as an assistant HR manager in IT company which is Ecor, and today is my first day as guest. So my main goal is to join this Toastmaster is to improve my leadership skills, public speaking skills, because as she said she was an introvert, same I am also an introvert, so I talk little less than extrovert people. So yeah, thank you.
Now let us move on to our next segment, which is Book of the Week. I would like to call upon TM Bhavesh for the Book of the Week.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
So, I think this book here has a very perfect audience that I'm going to discuss with you today. I believe all of us at some point in our life have decided or thought that we need to take few steps to improve ourselves personally or professionally. And this is the result that one day we decided, yes, we need to make that step, take that step, we need to make that decision, and eventually we are all here at Toastmasters, right? So, there are many things that go on in our mind before we take such important decisions, especially when they come in respect to our personal life. Professional life, we are somehow forced because of our managers, our bosses, or seniors. But when it comes to our personal life, we are quite hesitant to take some serious decisions. I would like to say there are some feelings in our mind like nervousness, anxiety, or concern what people will say. But the book that I am going to discuss here is such a beautiful book that whenever in my mind I feel kind of confusion, I try to open that book, I go to any chapter and I try to read. I am pretty sure by the time I have covered 2 pages, I get a very beautiful clarity, and it's always in the positive direction. I never find that the clarity was no, not do that thing. So the book that I am going to discuss today, I would like to introduce is Eat That Frog by Brian Tracy. I'm sure many of you might have heard because it's one of the very best sellers book. It has also topped New York Times list couple of times for a few weeks, couple of weeks. What this book is basically subtitled as 21 Great Ways to Stop Procrastinating. But I really don't think it's about procrastinating. Procrastinating is a very narrow field of thought that we see that we are trying to delay our decision. But trust me, the decision is not about delaying, it's about what we feel inside ourselves. It is something we are nervous, or we are what people will say, what my family members will say, or does that look good on me? But trust me, anything that you have a doubt on is something you are already needing to do. That is why you had a doubt in the first place. If you didn't have a confidence or a need for that requirement, or to take that step, or to go in that direction, you wouldn't even be thinking, let alone the doubt coming. So this book is basically how to imagine yourself in different situations. There are basically, in this edition, third edition that I am discussing with you today, is having 21 different steps or 21 different scenarios you can imagine yourself in, and I'm sure all of them apply to everyone. I would like to just reiterate my support for this book with a very small anecdote. How I realized that this book is not about procrastinating, but actually a self-help book. I had a friend who had passed out with me in college, and he had an opportunity either as a placement or to pursue higher studies in abroad. Of course, he had a lot of responsibilities. Everybody wanted him to take up a job, nobody wanted him to travel abroad, because that means he would be leaving his family for a considerable amount of years. And children are always the love of the family. He was discussing with me, and I told him, I am not sure whether you should take a decision or not. It's your personal choice. But I know is there is only one book that I keep on my shelf right now, and it's that old book. It is more than 12 years that I have been having this book around, and I just gave him. I don't know what to say. I'll just give it to you for a couple of weeks, and let me know if this helps. Trust me, the next week he met me, and there was a change in the atmosphere. He was gleaming with the answer in his eyes, and he had already convinced his parents and everybody, and he had taken the decision that yes, he needs to take that step and go abroad and learn the new things and open himself to the challenges. So with that note, I would like to end my suggestion that please try to take this book, Eat That Frog by Brian Tracy, and if anyone needs to contemplate whether they should have this book or not, I am ready to lend it to anyone who needs it. And yes, of course. And this was something which was given to me as a gift also to read. And when I tried to return to that person, they said, no, it's a gift from you because you found it helpful for many people. So please step forward if anyone needs to read this book.
Now, I would like to call upon on this stage our very dedicated, very disciplined, and very dynamic Sergeant at Arms, who is today's Toastmaster of the day, none other than TM Abhishek.
Thank you, Worthy President, Toastmaster Isha. Good morning, dear Toastmasters and guests.
Good morning.
I am Sasta Ravi Sastri. Welcome you all to the magnificent Vadodara Toastmaster Premier League. Today we are in the western part of India, in the state of Gujarat and in the city of Seusad and Crocodile, Vadodara. Today you will see the titanic clash between all the speakers, evaluators and the role players. And for that, I would like to hand over the mic to my colleague Sunil Gavaskar. Don't worry, it's me. So, what is cricket? Cricket is the heartbeat of 1 billion people in India. So, in the Sunday morning when you are coming out, you will see so many people playing cricket on the grounds. Even children playing cricket in the small lanes. So today I am going to share my passion about cricket with you all. So when I was child, I was playing cricket for whole day. So sometimes when my bat got broke, I used to play with the wooden washing paddle of my mom. That was I was passionate about the cricket. Not just that. Even in the morning when I was in the child, I was getting ready. I was look like a Virat Kohli. Then I will take my bat, my kit, and go for the playing cricket on the ground. And by the time while I was returning in the evening, I was becoming a Hardik Pandya. Not just that. Even after my childhood, during the summer vacation time, I used to play cricket. At that time, there were no mobile phones and everything. So I used to play cricket in the ground, farm, and everything. So with my friends, I was went for the cricket, and then I was not coming for the lunch even today. And what was the lunch at that moment was, we used to illegally sneak the mangoes from the trees, and that was the delicious mango or the lunch at that moment. After having delicious lunch, we again were playing to cricket, and in the evening we were back. After that, in the school time, I used to bunk my classes for playing cricket, and I used to play cricket in the Zapata stadium. That was curious. Even during the exam time, after completing the exam, I used to play cricket with the exam pad. That was passionate I was. And if I talk about the present, today I am not playing cricket on a daily basis, but every Sunday I wake up at 6 o'clock, and at 7 o'clock I will be on the ground. I will play cricket for 2 hours, and then 9 o'clock I will come back, and then I will get prepared myself for the Toastmaster meeting at 10 o'clock. Okay. After having this, let's move to the next session. That is a pitch review. Today, this is the pitch where every batsman will come and they will hit a big shot. So, the pitch looks excellent today. The conditions are perfect for the speaking. We are expecting some big shots today, like strong opening, powerful message, and inspiring stories. If I talk about the history of this pitch, many great speakers have built their confidence here. They have turned their weaknesses into strength, and their play are still remembered here. The audience is ready and excited now. The evaluators are positioned strategically around the ground and will be watching the every delivery very closely. Yes. So before that, I would like to ask one question to everyone. How many cricket formats are there? Yes, 3. So there are 3 cricket formats. One day cricket format, second T20 cricket format, third test cricket format. Similarly, our Toastmaster meeting is also divided into 3 sessions. First, a speaker session, which will be like a one-day cricket. Second, a table topic session, which will be like a T20 cricket. And third is a evaluation session, which is like a test match cricket, where all the players will learn how to give their best in the next pitch. Now, it's time to talk about umpires. Cricket match can't function smoothly without umpires. Similarly, Toastmaster meeting cannot achieve excellence without their umpires. So, umpires are not scoring the runs, but they help everyone to improve their game. So today, even umpires are also, there are 3 types of umpires. One is on-field umpire. Second is leg umpire. Third is third umpire. Now, I am going to call the on-field umpire. That is the timer. The timer is Toastmaster Sanket, who is Surya Kumar Yadav. Now, why Surya Kumar Yadav? Surya Kumar Yadav is famous for playing 360-degree shots. So when Toastmaster Sanket comes on the stage, he always likes to play a 360-degree shots. So now, please give a round of applause to welcome our timer, Sanket.
Good morning everyone. Good morning fellow Toastmasters and guests. My role as a timer today, I will monitor the speeches, prepared speeches, table topics and evolutions. For the prepared speeches, I will show the green card at the 5 minutes, yellow light at the 6 minutes and red light at the 7 minutes. For the table topic, I will show the green card at 1 minute, yellow light at the 1.5 minutes and red light at the 2 minutes. And for the evolution, I will show the green light at the 2 minutes, yellow light at the 2.5 minutes and red light at the 3 minutes. And at the end of the meeting, I will show the overall report card for this evolution. Thanks.
Wow, what a 360-degree explanation. Now, it's time to call our second umpire. It's a leg umpire. That is a grammarian role. And the grammarian role is taken by Toastmaster Raju, who is Vaibhav Suryavanshi. Now, before I invite him on the stage, I am big fan of Bhojpuri commentary. So I want to say 2 lines for welcoming Vaibhav Suryavanshi of Vadodara Toastmasters.
Yes, yes.
ई बैट ना ई लाठी ह, ई बैट ना ई लाठी ह, ई खिलाड़ी घाटी ह, बाउंड्री पर सबका लगा है भैया, ई VTM की माटी ह। Gratitude for today. Vaibhav Suryavanshi of Vadodara Toastmasters. Toastmaster Raj.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, TM Abhishek, for such wonderful introduction. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests.
Good morning.
As a grammarian, my role is to monitor the good uses and bad uses of the English language and give the report at the end of the meeting when I am called by general evaluator. My role as a grammarian is also to introduce the word of the day and phrase of the day. So the word of the day for today's meeting is dynamic. It means constant changes in activity or progress or full of energy and new idea. So the example for the word of the day could be VTM club has a dynamic leaders like Toastmaster Isha and Toastmaster our president current Shruti Duri. The phrase of the day is set the stage. Means to prepare the context or environment for an event to happen successfully. So we have seen now the Sergeant at Arms. She set the stage for productive and enjoyable meeting. So I encourage all the speakers who comes on the stage to use these words, word of the day and phrase of the day. And also all the audience are requested to show the appreciation like thumbs up whenever any speakers they are using word of the day or phrase of the day. Over to you.
So in the cricket, you might have seen when any batsman hits 6 or 4, there are cheerleaders who will cheer like this. Okay. So similarly, in the Toastmaster, when any speaker uses this phrase of the day or word of the day, you all have to cheer up with the showing the thumbs up. Okay. Now it's time to call our third umpire. And third umpire is a counter. And that is Toastmaster Mukesh, who is Gautam Gambhir of Vadodara. Now, why I named him Gautam Gambhir? Gautam Gambhir is the player for the big matches. Now, like whenever India needs him, he scores high. Similarly, yesterday we need a third umpire. So he took the challenge and become a Gautam Gambhir for Vadodara Toastmasters. So please welcome our umpire for Toastmaster Mukesh on the stage, please.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, and very nice metaphor because it relates very closely. He related me to Gautam Gambhir. My surname is Udasi. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and esteemed guests. I have grew up in the 90s. So, internet, we just got used to internet where the speed was in kbps. So have you ever started a video and then the video starts, then that buffering circle? That started during our time. Video started, buffered, video started, buffered. So at the end of the video, you have counted more buffers than the minutes of the video. And that is what happens when during a speech, you have that, like if I introduce myself, hi, I am Dr. Mukesh Udasi. So the audience loses the speech and gets more engrossed in the ahs and ums. I mean, not just ahs and ums. Sometimes we have those filler words like we end each sentence with an end. I went to the mall and I bought this and I did that, and the entire speech is one single long sentence. And that is what takes the audience away. So as we set the stage for this dynamic meeting, let me announce myself as the R counter. I'll be your, as Toastmaster Isha said, she was the class monitor. So I'll be your R counter monitor, and I'll be making sure that I monitor each R's and M's in this meeting. And let's see how the meeting goes. May this meeting goes streaming free with a 1 Gbps connection. And over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to start our one-day cricket format, that is a speaker session. So, our first speaker is Toastmaster Super. But before that, I would like to call his evaluator. But I would like to ask one question to everyone. Who is the god of cricket? Yes. So we do have the god of Vadodara Toastmasters Club. Sachin Tendulkar of Vadodara Toastmasters Club.
Thanks, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Abhishek, and you really elevated me up. Namaskar and my soulful greetings to each one of you. Today, Toastmaster Shubham is very special to me because he is my target speaker. Dear Shubham, today you will present your Level 1 Project 4 speech from the part Presentation Mastery. This is your second speech of the project. Name of your project is Evaluation and Feedback. The purpose of this project for you to practice applying feedbacks and serve as a speech evaluator during a club meeting. Also demonstrate your ability to deliver an effective, respectful speech evaluation speech. Timer, please note, his allotted timings are 5 to 7 minutes. Your speech title is Sarcasm Meets Obedience. All the best, TM Shubham. I believe with your dynamic presentation, you will set the stage. Thanks, and over to you.
Now, I would like to call the opener of Indian cricket team. That is Shubman Gill. Now, what is the nickname of Shubman Gill? Anybody knows? Prince. Prince. Correct. Now, I am going to call the Prince of Vadodara Toastmasters Club, Toastmaster Shubham. Toastmaster Shubham, your topic is sarcasm meets obedience. Sarcasm meets obedience.
Have you ever done anything so embarrassing in your life that even you look back and think, why am I like this? Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. Growing up as a child, I loved playing with toys. Not only playing with them, but understanding them. Whenever I found a robot or a car, the first thing which I would do is to break it open and understand whatever is inside it. My grandmother used to get very frustrated. As we all know, our loved ones, when they get angry, they shout at us. When they get frustrated, they start speaking sarcastically. Go break everything! When she meant stop doing it, I understood permission granted. Obediently went on with opening the toys. You know, whenever sarcasm meets obedience, it leads to hilarious outcomes. Growing up, I used to listen my mother singing songs of her father, which he loved a lot, and she wanted me to sing as well. As I was obedient son, I learned the lyrics, but I never knew whether I could sing or not. I had a friend who could sing very well. We used to go to his house and study together. After every 1 hour of study, I had just one request. Bhai, ek gana ho jaye. Bro, just one song. After repeated requests, even he used to get frustrated and say, why don't you sing yourself? By he meant, stop irritating me. I understood, oh, probably he also aligns with my mother's belief and thinks that I can sing. As we grow up, we enter into adulthood. I reached college, a land far away from my hometown. I was totally alone over there, no friends, no relatives. I had to take care of myself on my own. I started meeting as many people as possible, even though I was introvert, but I had to challenge myself and go out. So I met many people. I tried to observe how they are speaking, how they are walking, how they are dressing. I just tried to be someone in order to impress them and fit into the group, but without much success. 1 week passed, I was unable to make any friends. I was totally alone. One morning, fresh morning, I woke up and I was in a happy mood. We were being taken to the physics lab. So we all walked seriously in a straight line, but I, being in a happy mood, I was just humming along. It was a big hall with machines all around, bunch of wires going from here and there. Even there was a rat going from one part to the other. I was observing all this and was enjoying the moment. I was very excited. All of a sudden, a person from nowhere came out, held my hand and brought me in front of the entire class. You are singing, right? Now sing in front of the whole class. I was stunned. My soul had almost left my body. I realized he was the professor. Now what to do? Back then, I was not part of Toastmasters as well. I did not know how to speak on my feet. So whenever such events happen, we go into a blank state and we repeat the same thing which we have been doing right from the childhood. And sarcasm means obedience. He shouted, "बहुत गाना गा रहे थे ना, अब यहाँ गाओ." He meant, "You are singing so much, now sing in front of the whole class." While he meant, "Don't do it again," I understood, obey the order as he said. So I started. एक दिन बिक जाएंगे के मोल, जग में रह जाएंगे प्यारे तेरे बोल, ला 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 ला. Just similar to this, there was some laughter in the class. Even the professor softened a little. He said, okay, go back, don't sing again. I said, "Okay sir, I am sorry." I quickly found a place to sit and I sat there. But my heart was racing. Oh, what have I done? What will happen next? The class got over and we went to the hostel. But now I saw the scene had changed. I saw people coming up to me and talking to me. They said, "ये देखो भाई, ये physics lab में गाना गा के आए." They were making fun of me that this is the boy who sang in the physics lab. There were stories made, their stories were exchanged, they laughed at me, and even they opened up with their similar embarrassing stories. Then I realized, all this while I was trying to pretend to be someone, to fit into the group, to be the way they wanted me, but that did not help me make friends. The moment when life challenged me and with the sarcastic moment brought the inner obedient original self of mine in front of everyone, embarrassed me badly, then I realized, when we allow them to laugh at what I do, then they include us in their group. When they can laugh at me, they will make me my friend. So friends, it's not about being someone else to be liked, to be accepted. It is to be your original self, to make the bonds that matter. But in doing so, never ever again hum within 50-meter radius of another professor. Thank you.
After hearing such great speech from Subman Gill, it is necessary to have the commentary of famous commentator Jatin Sapru. That says, "फील्डर से दूर आ जाओ स्ट्राइक रेट के दीवानों, आज के दिन प्रिंस मूड में आया है, तख्त भी इनका, वक्त भी इनका, कभी स्टेज पे गुमनामी थी, आज इनकी मनमानी है, स्पीच देने आए थे, ट्रॉफी लेकर जाएंगे." It's time to call our second speaker. But before that, I will call her evaluator. So, in 1983, so many people believed that India can't win the World Cup. But there was one man who dreamed. Through his courage, leadership and determination, India won the first World Cup and changed the Indian cricket forever. So now I am going to call the Kapil Dev of Vadodara Toastmasters Club. Toastmasters Club.
Thank you very much. So dynamic TMOD has already set the stage.
Yes.
Let me say one thing before I start the criteria of evaluation. The creativity which side players, auxiliary loan players and the TMOD shows in VTM. I attended so many clubs, but I have never seen such creativity in every small role which I did. I am also a big winner of it. I was an opening batsman myself. I used to bat till end, but most of the time I was in the non-striker. I hardly used to score 10, 15 runs, but that was the time of test match Bapu Nadkarni. He could go bat 29 overs without scoring a run. I am going to evaluate today Toastmasters Digda. Our path is persuasive influence, level 1, and the style of the speech is what people will say. What people will say. Now basically, the purpose of this speech is launch and review the basic method of writing a speech. And speech with a very defined purpose. It should be a well-organized speech on any topic. It can be humorous, it can be informational, it can be any serious speech. But the content and the style of our speaking must match totally. Speaking on a serious subject, you can be laughing. If you are laughing, you can't be a serious speech like that. So content and her style should match. Toastmaster Sigda, as we all know, is a very promising Toastmaster. We saw her talent in last time table topic master, and I wish her all the best in this particular speech. All the best to Toastmaster.
Now I will call our second speaker, Toastmaster Snigdha, who is Smriti Mandana of Vadodara. Smriti Mandana is the pillar of Vadodara Toastmasters Club. So, Toastmaster Snigdha on the stage. Toastmaster Snigdha, what will people say? Toastmaster Snigdha, what will people say?
Okay. Raise your hand if you wanted to do something and you stopped doing it. Maybe a task, maybe a career or a job change. Please raise your hand. Keep your raised hands if the reason was not money, talent or time. Keep your raised hands if you have not done it because you thought, what will people say? Thank you. Your life, just think how much percentage of your life you are living for yourself and how much is actually a presentation for others, the audience which is not even bothered to watch. From the LinkedIn post to the WhatsApp groups to the Facebook post that you post, have you asked yourself, have you made your life like you wanted it or like the others on the others will? Like what will people think? Based on that is your life based. Think. Let me get back. There was a very good friend of mine. His name was also Aman. A great musician. And he would hear the chords and his hands will actually move. School, he was great at it. Music was his passion. College came and then he had to take a decision of his career. Either music or MBA. Think what would he have chosen? Of course MBA. He looks very smart in a corporate dress. A laptop bag. Great salary. I look into his eyes of 12 years of practice. 12 hours he gives every day. I ask, what about music, my friend? Dead eyes, disappointed. Ab time nahi hota yaar. You know how I recognize those eyes? Because even I was there at a point of time. I wanted to do CA. That was my mother thought, but I wanted to become a yoga instructor. There was a conference at my home, mother, father. I sit here and I wanted to tell them I wanted to become a yoga instructor. They said it's okay, but is it respectable? Now I understand what is the meaning of respect. Social status and Vivaham, Kilik, USP. Now I understand that it is not mistake of my parents. Researchers actually tell us that evolution made us behave in a tribe. We were a tribe. Social rejection meant that a lion will come and eat you up. Our brains are historical. We are in 2026. Brains are historical. Even if you are criticized by somebody, if you are judged, it is the same brain as you have cracked a bone, the same neural paths takes place. And what about that? For example, there is a lot of thought that I am the center of my world. This is a research which is called as the spotlight effect. You think you are the center of your own world. But trust me, I know that I am embarrassed in some part of my icebreaker speech and as a Canadian. You might even not remember about that. I overthink it. Okay, now I take the step into the unknown. And I think, what if I fail into that? Trust me, 85% of the failures you think are actually not going to happen. It is a research I'm talking about. And then, think you have failed. If you have failed, trust me, it is another fact that 72% of your social group will not even remember in the next 6 months, or they have accepted your decision. 72%. So take that decision if you want to. Now there are 4 things that I want to tell that in which you can do it much better. The first thing is, ask yourself very, very honestly that would you be doing this if you were not being judged that you are doing right now? Second, understand that people are going to be judging you. People are going to be judging you, and trust me, they will forget, but you will have to live with yourself. Third thing, take small steps because it is easier for you. Firstly, either give a call to someone, take a course, say no at least once, do something like that. And fourthly, catch on someone who does something very unconventional. It helps you because there are 40% likely chance that you might also do something unconventional. Seeing that friend, I have mine, an 18-year-old student that I taught. She is Shreya and she is doing so well for herself in the AI market. So in conclusion, kindly do not make a Bollywood movie for yourself in your mind that you're going to do worse with the dramatics and the extra songs. It's not a word, it's not. Know that people will talk. You do good, people will talk. You do bad, people will talk. You speak something, people will talk. And if you even don't speak, you shut up, people will talk. So let us give them something, at least something good to talk about. Yes. Thank you so much for your speech.
After hearing a speech, I am again reminding the commentary of Jatin Sapro, where he says, log off, log off, log off. It's Toastmaster Snigdha. Snigdha ने दिया है अपने करियर की सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट स्पीच. VTM की आन है, VTM की शान है. एक दिवसीय क्रिकेट में ये सबसे महान है. Now it's time to call our third speaker, Toastmaster Ekta. But before that, I would like to call her evaluator, the Toastmaster Aman Raj. who is Rohit Sharma of Vadodara Toastmasters. Now, whenever I see Rohit Sharma playing cricket, like he hits 6 or 4, so his 4 and 6 create goosebumps in my body. Similarly, whenever I heard Toastmaster Aman Raj on the stage, his words creates goosebumps in my body. So please welcome the Rohit Sharma of Vadodara Toastmasters.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, Ravi Shastri. No, you are the Ravi Shastri of this club. So, today I have the opportunity to evaluate Toastmaster, where is she? Toastmaster Ekta's speech titled, "The Day My Emotions Hired a CA." This is her level 3 project 2 speech. Her pathway is motivational strategies. Toastmaster Ekta will deliver a well-organized speech about her experience, keeping a journal, and share the impact of having better awareness of her emotions and the emotions of others. The speech may be humorous or informational, or seeing Toastmaster Ekta, ideally it would be both. The style should be appropriate for the content of the speech. The speech, though, should not be a report on the content of the understanding of emotional intelligence. I would recommend her to use the word of the day and phrase of the day. And I'm sure that seeing her dynamism in previous contests, both table topics and ISC, Toastmaster Shubham has set the stage, but I am sure she will set the stage on fire. So I
Now I would like to ask one question to everyone. How many of you know Radha Yadav? Yes. So Radha Yadav represents India in international women cricket, and she is from Vadodara. So with her left arm spin, the athletic fielding, and the fighting spirit, she has become the valuable player of Indian women cricket, and she has become the inspiration for so many young cricketers in the country. So now I am going to call the Radha Yadav for the Toastmasters. Toastmaster Ekta, the day my emotions hired a CA. The day my emotions hired a CA. Toastmaster Ekta.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day. A very good morning to all the Toastmasters and fellow guests. So, when I read this project, emotional intelligence, I was like, okay, a very nice, deep, mature topic, very TED Talk type. But then I read the project requirement. Maintain a journal for 2 weeks. And that is when my emotional intelligence left the room. Because for some people, maintaining a journal is a very nice experience. They sit by the window, grab a book, grab a pen, enjoy the green tea, and pen down their emotions. I am so grateful. But for me, noting down my emotions was like hiring a CA to file an income tax return. Because I had 1,000 questions. Every day I had to answer myself, what did I feel? Why did I feel? Who did they impact? And did I react or I responded? At one portion, my emotions begged me to hire a CA because I could not keep a track of them. But then one delay, and that is the actual reason why my speech is so delayed. It was not because I was busy. It was not because I was forgetting something. It was because my emotions were begging me. Ekta, we already do overtime for you. Don't make me report you. But then one day, with great motivation from my husband and the Toastmasters, I noted that I did start doing it. In the beginning, maintaining a journal was quite simple for me. First, day 1, emotion, irritated. Reason, husband. Impact, silent husband. Learning, powerful. Day 2, emotion, happy. Reason, chocolate. Impact, the world is a bit bearable. Day 3, emotion, angry. Reason, someone asked me to calm down. Impact, I didn't calm down. That is how have my emotion journey progressed. As I started writing the journal, I realized that the goal of writing this journal was not noting down my every private emotion. It was neither that I have to write a very dramatic version like the way I write blogs. The whole reason was to observe patterns. And as I started observing, I learned that my emotions were not just mine, they travel. If I am having a bad day, my tone changes. When my tone changes, the person in front of me becomes defensive. The more defensive they get, the more irritated I become. And ultimately, what happens is one small random emotions becomes a whole package of emotions. For example, one day I was having a bad day. My husband came, noticed me and asked me, what happened? Now this is a dangerous question. Because sometimes even when nothing has happened, everything has happened. So naturally, I told him, nothing. And he knew that this nothing is not nothing. This nothing is the Supreme Court judgment because it has 16 annexures behind it. That is how my emotions progressed. Another thing I noticed while observing my emotions that other people's emotions also had a great impact on me. A simple dry tone reply would create 1,000 questions in my mind. Did I do something wrong? Did I make them angry? Should I resend the message? Should I delete it for everyone? Should I act normal? Should I disappear from the society itself? 1,000 emotions from one just okay. It was not even okay, it was just okay. But so many emotions. So noting down the journal helped me notice that sometimes someone replies dry because they are just tired or they are just having a bad day. Sometimes an okay is just an okay. It is not a documentary on how they are disappointed. Another important thing that I came to note that I was writing down my journal was that emotions had a way of getting to you somehow. No matter how hard you try to control myself, no matter how much in my head I was like, I'm a very calm, mature, sorted kind of person, my emotions told me I'm not. Because even when I knew that the dry text did not mean that they were angry with me, I could not help myself control the reaction that I had there. Sometimes this journal taught me, it made me pause. Am I reacting or am I just responding without thinking? These emotions taught me that it is not about who I am. I am not the center of everybody's world. They are the center of their own world and I am just a side player. So I need to give them space to react and respond. I was thinking that I am the center of the world. So I expected people to just read me. They can see my mood, they can understand my silences, they can understand my half replies and also But shockingly, it is not true so. Even when I knew this, I expected them to understand me. But journaling taught me that it is not that way. It does not have to be that way. Now, after 2 weeks of journaling, I also understood that emotional intelligence is nowhere near being perfect. It is about understanding your own self. It is about understanding that the person in front of you has 1,000 emotions too. So, pause a moment before you are talking to them. Pause a moment before you are actually reacting to them. Emotional intelligence is not perfection. It is awareness. Awareness that whatever emotion you feel have an outcome, and it is very necessary that you understand the outcome before you project it. It is understanding what is going on inside you before it leaks out in a wrong way. It is understanding that when someone asks nothing, what nothing, why nothing, you pause and just tell them you need some time. You need to say that I am overwhelmed instead of saying you don't understand. Emotional intelligence is awareness of your own information. Emotions. Emotions are the information that we can count on. When I am sad, I can understand that the outcome mattered to me. If I'm anxious, I can understand that something mattered to me. If I'm angry, I can realize that I probably just need a chocolate. If I'm sad or if I'm unhappy, I just need to understand that I just need some rest. understanding your own self before you project it onto others is what is emotional intelligence. Now, 2 weeks of journal writing suddenly didn't make me a saint. I still get irritated, I still overreact, I still overthink and say nothing in 1,000 different ways. But after this, at least I met myself, a version that is chocolate dependent, over dramatic, overthinking, but a better meaning of myself. And also that my emotions don't need a CA, a half CA would do just fine. Thank you.
Wow, what a wonderful speech by Toastmaster. By hearing this speech, I again reminding the commentary of Navjot Singh Sidhu, who says, हर पर्वत पे मणिमाणक नहीं होते, हर हाथी के माथे पे मुक्ता मणि नहीं होते, हर जंगल में चंदन के पेड़ नहीं होते, वैसे ही हर क्लब के पास टोस्टमास्टर एकता जैसे स्पीकर नहीं होते। Now it's time to call our on-field umpire to share the timing score of each batsman.
So, for the prepared speeches, timing was 5 to 7 minutes. Toastmaster Shubham completed his speech in 5 minutes 55 seconds. Snigdha completed her speech in 6 minutes and 46 seconds. And Ekta completed her speech in 7 minutes and 39 seconds. So Shubham and Snigdha both are eligible for the timing note, and Ekta is not.
After having the great one-day cricket format session, it's time to move ahead with the T20 session. For that, I would like to call our today's table topic master, the Dipti Sharma of Baroda Toastmaster Club, Toastmaster Rashmi, on the stage.
Good morning, Toastmaster and respected guests.
Good morning.
Welcome to the most exciting session, like T20. You have less time to think and make an impact. So, players have 1 to 2 minutes at the crease. Green means you are playing well. Yellow means speed up your scoring. And red means your inning is complete and it's time to return to the pavilion. So start with speakers. Who will first? TM Ankit. TM Ankit. If summer had an IPL team, then what would it be and why? TM Ankit. If summer had an IPL team name, what would it be and why? Huh? Summer.
Thank you, Table Topics Master, for this wonderful topic. That if not just cities, but even the seasons started to have Indian Premier League teams. If there's one particular team, if you have been following other than IPL, it's the Perth Scorchers. And the kind of heat we have in India right now, then the summer team should be actually the Surya Scorchers. Why? Because it's unbearably hot every single year. Not to mention that, of course, the team coach and team mentor would be the Surya Dev himself. It so seems that our country is now closer to Sun than Mercury and Venus could have been. But that is why we always feel that it's important to do something in turn to make this scorching tea a bit cool. Somewhere we have a captain cool to just balance the dynamics of this team. And that can also be everyone sitting over here. We just had the World Environment Day where we all did a pledge to plant more trees. Of course, there were 10,000 trees distributed at the Sayaji Bagh yesterday. I don't know how many of them will survive the next World Environment Day. So this time, let's make a resolution to set the stage and also have a captain cool in this summer scorchers heat team. Thank you and over to you.
I think if my husband will become my coach, then what he will say at first, starting before game. So he will say at first, protect yourself from my microphone. Then I start the game. So next, Toastmaster, Ami.
New Amit.
Imagine the sun is your cricket coach. What advice would it give you every morning? Toastmaster Ami. Imagine the sun is your cricket coach. What advice would it give you every morning? Stay.
Hello, good morning everyone. First of all, thank you for giving me this surprise for this debate topic. So topic is, if sun is my coach, then can you come again?
Sun is your cricket coach. What advice would it give you every morning?
Okay. So from sun, we understand one thing very clearly, it's discipline. No matter what happens in the night, sun always awakens on time. Whether it's storm, whether it is heavy rain, whatever it is, but it always comes on time. So that gives a clear message. Discipline and consistency is the key for the success in every field of life, whether it's career, whether it's a personal life, or whether it's any sport. So discipline is the only advice which we get from sun, and I think this is the most important thing we have to follow and we have to pursue for the same. Apart from this, from sun we can understand it's not very close to us, but still it is giving the presence. So it's not necessary someone is near to you, it's always give you an influence. Someone from outside the ground, someone from outside this very far can also support you in a way. Thank you.
Janki, Shriji, so many are there.
Guest.
And Tripti.
Guest.
Toastmaster Janki. Toastmaster Janki, you are the umpire of match between mangoes and watermelon. Who will win and why? Toastmaster Janki, you are the umpire of match between mangoes and watermelon. Who wins and why?
Raise your hand who are mango lovers. And watermelon? So, at the initial stage, like when I was kid, I didn't like mango. And my brother
liked mango a lot. Like when mango season arrives, he daily eat mango in his lunch, dinner, daily. And I didn't like mango, so my parents always used to tell me that mango is such a seasonal fruit. You should eat and you should enjoy that season. But I liked watermelon. So during my childhood days, I liked watermelon, and at that time, watermelon wins because as such I am the umpire, so I'll keep whatever I like. And but nowadays, when I tried mango, I tried rus, amras. Slowly, I also started liking mango. So now I can say that I like both, and both are the winner. So it's not such like not a winner for anyone. It could change according to your choices, your age, and your maturity, your understanding. So both are the winner for me.
So for next question, I will give request to my guest, our today's guest. Divya, if ice cream become a captain of your team, what strategy would it use to win match? Divya, if ice cream become the captain of your team, what strategy would it use to win match?
Hello everyone. So my topic is if ice cream would be my captain, then what strategy I would use to win the match. Okay, so as you all know, summer is going on. Most of the people's, they love to eat ice cream. There are so many flavors. If I talk about myself, I don't like that type of ice cream which includes, different, dry fruits and tutti fruttis and all. So my strategy would be, I would choose, if in my team there are 10 people, I would choose who love those type of ice cream, simple like me, who love those type of ice cream which includes dry fruit. So I will select those, team members accordingly. Then I will try to, make strategies that what those people who love dry fruit wali ice cream. So accordingly they will show their skills, and those who love simple ice cream, accordingly they will show their skills and they play game accordingly. So I think if different skill set people work in a single team, then definitely that team are going to win a particular match.
Toastmaster Sanjay. What would happen if cricket were played with water balloons instead of ball? Toastmaster Sanjay, what would happen if cricket were played with water balloons instead of ball?
So interesting topic. In my early childhood, I used to play cricket, but nowadays I'm not getting that much time to play. But I have a small kid, so yes, ball is not recommended. If balloon will be recommended, then I certainly play. Because one of the important things is that today, as you know, that summer is going on, and it's an opportunity to make yourself fit and enjoy the summer. So balloon with different shapes, and playing with the kids it's increasing the interest of the game. Apart from that, it also helps you to comfort yourself from someone. So it will be really enjoyable experience for me. Thank you.
So, in VTM Premium Links, every speaker is a dynamic player. Every topic is a ball. And every response is a chance to hit a six. So, this was the nice session, and we hope you are all enjoyed the year. Thank you.
Now, I would request timer to share the timing report of all the table talk speakers.
So the timings for the table topics were 1 to 2 minutes. Toastmaster Ankit completed his speech in 1 minute and 54 seconds. Toastmaster Amit completed his speech in 1 minute and 12 seconds. Toastmaster Janki completed her speech in 1 minute and 45 seconds. Toastmaster Sanjay completed his speech in 51 seconds. And guest Divya completed her speech in 1 minute and 29 seconds. So I would like Gitanjali ma'am to share her view for the 51 seconds. Toastmaster Sanjay completed. Okay. So all guests are qualified. All table topics masters are qualified for this speech.
So after having two successful cricket format, it's time to announce Chair Tab strategic timeout for 5 minutes. Now, for the third cricket session, that is the test match cricket session, I would request our general evaluator, Toastmaster Sanjay, on the stage, please.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kabir, Saskar Abhishek, TMOD. Abhishek. So good morning, Toastmaster and fellow Toastmaster again. As general evaluator, I have had a privilege of observing today's speeches. Before presenting an overall report, I invite our evaluation team to share their observation. Evaluation is the breakfast of champions. It helps us to recognize our strength and identify opportunity for growth. So may I invite an evaluator of the speaker number 1, Toastmaster Gitanjali.
So much. Thank you so much. Again, my namaskar and soulful greetings to each one of you. Wow, Toastmaster Shubham, really it was one of the excellent presentation of yours. My heartiest congratulations to you for completing level 1 of your part with this presentation. It was well written, well organized and well presented speech. Your speech title, Sarcasm Meets Obedience, was very apt with the presentation. Through your presentation, you gave all of us a message that how we can answer the sarcasm in a better way. Opening of your speech was wonderful. There were many wow points in your speech. Your speech had an opening, body and conclusion, and all these 3 parts were linked with each other. Through your speech, you gave us great message that by being obedient and following the rules of obedience, we can overcome our problem and get success in our life. Thus, kudos to you. Content of your speech, body language and voice modulation, everything promoted your speech to be a great speech. You used very simple language which went inside the heart of the audience. You mesmerized the audience. They loved your speech. Audience related themselves with your speech. Technically, it was a sound speech, sound presentation. To make you a next level speaker, do a little hard work on your eye contact. You just use this much area while speaking. But you have not contacted. You have not contact with the audience with your eyes. That silent contact for a second and two give not only happiness to the audience, it creates great rapport with the audience. Thus two, just keep this point in your mind. And use pauses. You went a little fast. Thus, before moving one point to the other point, just use little pauses. To sum up, wonderful presentation. I think with your dynamic presentation, you set the stage. You tried your level best to apply previous feedbacks in your present speech. I believe in coming future, you will be one of the bright shining stars of our club and will bring many laurels forever. Thanks. Dear Toastmasters, sit here now.
Thank you, Toastmaster Gitanjali, for giving beautiful insights. Now I am inviting second innovator, Toastmaster Kirit, who is our Kapil Dev of today's meeting.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sanjay. Before I start evaluating Snigdha's speech, I would like to say that VTM has gone to a different level. Just like our current Indian team, it's a completely different level. 3 speeches which we heard today were like 3 books. 3 books can be written on that. I urge everybody to listen to the recording once again to digest those speeches. And there was a unifying theme in all the 3 speeches. Relook at yourself. Everybody is saying something in a different way. Relook at your life. Coming back to Snigdha's speech today, brilliant opening. Opening with a question, thought-provoking. Snigdha and me are the spiritual students of the same teacher. So I can relate what she said. She posed a question very emphatically. Then she moved to the personal experience very smoothly. 2 personal experiences, one Aman and one a yoga teacher. Both chose a life which we all choose. We don't look at differently, and she dwelt on that well. Content was very briefly but very nicely explained by 2 examples. Best thing she did is she moved the conclusion at the green. I was saying, green she moved to the conclusion because the speech had a powerful conclusion. It was not about experience, it's about the message. She took full 2 minutes, I think, 1.5 to 2 minutes on the conclusion. Beautifully done to teach us a lesson that don't live for others, live for yourself. I would say that the beautiful points of her speech is to the small 4 steps. She says small steps. Don't concern with people. Be unconventional. Look for the difference. Very baby steps. Strong points of her speech was very persuasive. Body language, fantastic. It was inspiring. Toastmaster Gitanjali will remember in the earliest past, Toastmaster speech there were 2 speeches, CC9 and CC10. We used to be persuasive and inspiring.
Yes.
Both were combined in this speech. Eye contact was surprisingly good. As if she was talking to each one of us.
Yes.
And she reminded me of journey of that Toastmaster CC journey. Beautiful. Improvement. See, what can we tell Vaibhav wants to improve? Nobody tells him anything. I can only say that dwell little more on the personal examples, make it little more relatable. And your question in the beginning, which you posed, could have been addressed well, like etc., in the speech, so that it justifies. But your message was very clear. Don't go by what say. What people will say should not determine your life. You should determine your life. Message very well received by all. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kirit, for giving beautiful evaluations. Now I am inviting Toastmaster Jamie for speaker number 3 evaluation.
Aman Raj.
It has been changed.
So Toastmaster Aman Raj.
Good morning, dear Toastmasters, fellow guests, and especially congratulations, Toastmaster Isha, for an amazing speech. Ekta, pardon. The chain reaction has started, so I have to now control it. Okay. Even though I really want to hire a CA to regulate my own emotions, I can never afford a CA. So the next best option is journaling. But even while I am journaling, I realize that when I just write down my problems on a piece of paper, after a minute or two, I myself come up with the solution. And this, Toastmaster Ekta, is the theme of my evaluation for your speech. To begin with, excellent use of humor. You have this unique ability to relate anecdotes that are as relatable as they are humorous. Your stage presence, what to say, like a lioness in Louis Vuitton, you hold the audience's attention till the very end. You cannot imagine how rare it is to see these qualities in a speaker. Now, I am not much in the know about cricket, but I have no doubt in saying that you are the Serena Williams of Vadodara Toastmasters Club. For you always deliver such consistently solid performances on the stage. Now, coming on to the parts that can be improved, I would recommend you to take pauses to enhance a rhetorical effect, especially during the messaging part of your speech. This will help the audience engage with your messaging. Otherwise, there might be a risk of the audience zoning out at times. Slowing down can also help voice modulation for enhanced audience impact. Now, it is not a criticism, but just a thought that a speech should ideally be a narration and not a rap song. Now, I will give you this analogy. In a roller coaster, it is the ups and downs that leave the passengers exhilarated and speechless.
Yes.
Now, if you are sitting on a bullet train, we become desensitized to that environment, and this is what we can work on. My recommendation to you would be, since you are not able to gauge the written length of your speech and how it will translate to the spoken duration, for next time, I would suggest you to send an audio recording of your speech to your mentor for feedback and also for self-assessment. In my experience, the best evaluator of anyone's speech is they themselves, and one can do this by either speaking in front of the mirror for non-verbal communication or recording their voice for evaluating the verbal part. That would be all. Congratulations once again, and I wish you the best.
Now time for timer to let us know the timings of evaluator.
So timings for the evolution were 2 to 3 minutes. Gitanjali ma'am 3 minutes and 8 seconds. Kirit sir 2 minutes and 55 seconds. And Aman Raj 3 minutes and 20 seconds.
Now, time for table topic evaluations. Prepare speeches allow us to plan our speeches, but table topic test our ability to think on our foot. Just like today's example, I am not expected to come in the stage, but I have been told. So now I will live sometimes it's happened that you are not prepared, but you have to give the speeches, or maybe you have to face the situations. So table topic is the one kind of things where you can express yourself by doing regular practices in home. Now, communications excellence is not a built by speaker alone. It is supported by other supporting staff. So now I am asking table topic evaluator to give the evaluations for the table topics.
Good afternoon, General Evaluator, fellow Toastmasters, and guests. Today's table topic session truly set for an exciting VTM Premier League. The speaker displayed a dynamic approach to impromptu speaking by accepting challenging topics and responding with confidence and enthusiasm. So TM Ankit could have given a good speech as usual. Okay, and he used the phrase of the word. Toastmaster Amit explained that if your son is your cricket coach, if son is your cricket coach, that what advice it will give you every morning. So he explained well. He also explained the importance of discipline. Correlate this topic with the discipline. Toastmaster Janki correlated mango and watermelon with her personal stories, and he also had a good speech. She also given a good speech. Guest Divya had explained the strategy. If ice cream becomes the captain of her team. Toastmaster Sanjay correlated with his personal story, his daughter. However, he could have used more time for the delivery. So most of the speakers shared personal experience in relevant examples, demonstrated courage to think on their feet. So there are general suggestions. The structure your speech with clear opening, body and conclusion. Request to use word of the day and phrase of the day. So congratulations to all the table topic speakers. Every attempt at impromptu speaking is a victory, and today's speakers certainly scored valuable runs for their respective teams. Thank you.
Thank you, TM Jamie, for giving evaluations of all speeches. Now I am inviting role players who help us to improve our everyday meetings. The speakers' communications. Now, our first role player is counter, which has been done by Toastmaster Mukesh. So, welcome, Toastmaster Mukesh.
Thank you, General Evaluator. A Gambhir report. So earlier today I said that the filler words, I compared the filler words with the buffering. So I am ready with my network diagnostic report. The report goes something like this. Few speakers had a full HD streaming, like they did not use any filler words, no R's, no ums. So huge shout out to Toastmaster Ekta, Toastmaster Gitanjali, Toastmaster Tej, Toastmaster Amanraj, Toastmaster Ankit, Toastmaster Abhishek. So no filler words, so there was one word, I don't know, it is liked by everyone. The word so. Almost everyone repeated the word so. So I will call out their names and make sure that it is taken positively for the next time's speech. The speakers who repeated the word so frequently are Abhishek, Toastmaster Abhishek, Toastmaster Rashmi, Toastmaster Sanjay, Toastmaster Janki, and Toastmaster guest Divya. So that can be taken for the next speech. Few R's and ums. These were very few. Toastmaster Sanket, guest Divya, and Toastmaster Rashmi. Now, the prepared speakers, I'll come to them last. Toastmaster Shubham, the word then was repeated multiple times, almost after every sentence. And Toastmaster Snigdha. Now, this is something which is very rare. It is given as a suggestion. When you maybe try to recall the speech further, you repeated the phrase which was just spoken. So you repeated this is one of the strategy which is used by many Toastmasters. But once or twice is enough. You did that multiple times. So try to control that. Okay. Otherwise, the meeting went flawless. But remember, when in doubt, pause, don't buffer. Thank you. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster, for giving our report for counter result. Now I am calling to Toastmaster Raju for giving the grammar report.
Thank you, General Evaluator, Toastmaster Sanjay. I was surprised a couple of weeks after receiving this role, and again to hear that Toastmaster Sonam, she was the grammarian, and then Toastmaster Bhavesh, he was the grammarian, and it came to me. So good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. First of all, I would like to appreciate and congratulate all those speakers who has used not only word of the day, phrase of the day, both that too in the same sentence. Toastmaster Sonam, Toastmaster Mukesh, Toastmaster Geetanjali, Toastmaster Vedasur, Toastmaster Vishal Gandhi. They used phrase of the day and word of the day in the same sentence. Toastmaster Rashmi, she used the word of the day. So this was. When it comes to grammar, we sometimes make mistakes. So it's just a language that happens. I come from Hindi medium, so when I started learning English, almost after 9th standards, it was very difficult for me to understand what is, am, are. But when you start learning, when you start speaking, listening, that automatically you will come to, or that will be habit of speaking. So I encourage all the speakers. They are fabulous, fantastic, flawless. But still, at some point, we need a bit improvement. So what we can do is come on the stage, watch English videos, or just have conversation with your colleagues, your friends in English. What I did once I was learning English, I started finding the various platforms like Talk Now. I used a lot. That was free of cost. So I used to talk with the random person. So the most effective manner is to just speak English. So I didn't find much mistakes in anyone's English today, but I would like to highlight few of the words which I noticed that we don't hear regularly in our daily life. The first was taken aback, strategically, soulful greetings. That was wonderful. Obedient, humming, soul left my body. Social rejection, center of my world. Unconventional, emotional intelligence, over dramatic, and thought provoking. So these are the words which I have written, which we hear not in our daily conversation or daily life. So this was all about my report. Over to you, General Evaluator Sanjay.
Crisp report of grammar. Now presenting our overall general evaluations report for this particular meeting. The banner has been prepared in time, and the poster where our TMOD has been published. It's a really good, attractive poster. The meeting has been started in time by our Sergeant at Arms, Toastmaster Sonam. She has explained yes to opportunity, and yes, this is also a good point where you need to start yourself. TM Isa sharing her life for leadership role from birthday planner to excellent educator award in district level. Kudos to you. The book of the week, Toastmaster Bhavesh. Eat the Frog. It was really good book where how to imagine yourself in different situations and share his personal friend story and how to come out from nervousness. TMOD, who has set the stage of today's intake. It was really excellent. All members has become excited to know what is going to be next. And the three players, three speakers, they are really dynamic speakers. As mentioned by our Kapil Dev, Postmaster Kirit, we need to learn lots of things after listening these speeches again and again. Our role players, Postmaster Sanket, Postmaster Raju and Postmaster Mukesh has made a good job. Kudos to Postmaster Mukesh who has taken this role at very last moment. Now, talking about our evaluator, Toastmaster Gitanjali, God of VTM, who is always supporting specifically newcomers to come on the stage, give positive vibe. She is creating an environment where she can feel comfortable, which is being supported by our Kapil Dev, Toastmaster Kirit, who with his flawless, the feedback which he is giving, if anyone can digest this feedback and if one can work for at least 1 month, then certainly her level, his or her level will be improving next level. Now, Toastmaster Aman Raj is excellent, joyful Rohit Sharma. He is telling his word very flawlessly, but at the end, whatever he want to convey, he is conveying in beautiful manner. All speaker was excellent. Toastmaster Subham, Toastmaster Snigdha, Toastmaster Ekta. We need to learn as a newcomer, whosoever is coming or whosoever is the experience.
Yes.
We learn lots from these speakers. They are the, we can say that they are the pillars of future VTM. Once we have come to know that Ekta has disqualified, I can sense the pin drop silence. Why she is disqualified? There was the strong competitions between all these three.
Yes.
But rules is rules. Now, talking about table topic, whatever the topic which has been made, which is relevant to this particular topic. So, thanks to Toastmaster Rasmi. Table topic speaker, TM Ankit, who is creating a benchmark for upcoming speaker, how to speak. He has taken some pauses and then after he has started. This shows that you are giving some input to your brain and then after you are saying. So this is good thing. We should learn lots from him. Now TM Ankit, TM Janki, TM West, I forget his name. Divya. All are excellent. Just only things that they need to come on the stage and continuous doing practices. Here I can see that ethnic habit where you can, if you will come to this particular meeting every week, then certainly there is some improvement you can observe. I have been witness for the improvement of Toastmaster Isa, Toastmaster Abhishek, who is continuously coming over here and we can see the differences. So you can come in any form, either in form of guest, in form of maybe enroll yourself in this particular meeting. There is one thing which I have observed that in this particular week, I have seen that there are plenty of enrollment is being done. And mostly I have observed that Postmaster Mukesh, who has again jumped. This is the opportunity for us because the people like Toastmaster Mukesh, who has abundance of knowledge, if he is speaking, there are lots of things we can grasp with him. So this is all about the good things. I can't see major flaws. I mean, the movement has to be continuous. The only things which I can see that the watch has to be, I mean, because I mean, I cannot able to correlate, and yes, certainly somewhere are there. So I'm feeling exhausted. I don't know who's ever the facing problem, but rest everything I've seen that everything is impactful. So thank you for giving opportunity as a C. Now handing over to our TMOD, Toastmasters. Okay. Before that, I would request Sajata Arms to open your polls such that everyone can vote. Thank you.
Thank you, General Evaluator, for a big and wonderful report. Now it's time for closing. So now I also want to share one more important incident which I learned or a session in my life from the cricket. So when India won the World Cup in 2024 in South Africa, I was the one who stepped out from my house with the Indian flag and grooming on the streets of Vadodara. So at that time, everyone was dancing, enjoying, burning crackers, sharing sweets, congratulating everyone. But I see something different on that day. I was shocked because there are so many people who were completely stranger to me, who were coming to congratulating me. They were giving me hugs, and some people lifted me on their shoulders because I was carrying the flag of India. That day, I saw a different India. On the occasion like Independence Day and Republic Day, we express our patriotism on social media, like by sharing the stories and everything. But on that night, I show patriotism comes alive on the streets. If a cricket match can unite the nation of over a billion people, imagine what we can achieve when we carry the same spirit of unity in our daily life. That experience taught me that an important lesson. Cricket is not just sports in India. It is the force that brings people together. Thank you and Jai Hind. Now with that, I am going to call the Captain Bull, a Thala for reason of Vadodara Toastmaster, Mahendra Singh Dhoni, the President of Vadodara Toastmaster.
Thank you so much, Team Abhishek, for this wonderful introduction. But I would have one feedback. I am president only for one day. In next meeting, our original president, TM Shruti, will be coming. This meeting was a wonderful session. Kudos to TM Abhishek. Let's have again a big round of applause. I got to know so many things about cricket today, but I think my knowledge is very little. I don't know anything about cricket, so I will ask you more about this. So many new members. Kudos to our open house session. It was a hit, and our new reel has touched 1.4K on Instagram and 100 likes in just 3 days. Kudos to TM Raju and TM Kiritsar. It was a wonderful session. We received a very positive feedback after the session, and many new members have become the member. So many new guests has become the member. Just a gentle reminder for all of the newcomers as well as old joinees. We have coming elections in June end. So please do enroll for your favorite role in which you want to improve your skill. I have shared an Excel sheet as well all the rules and regulations. If you have any doubt, you can connect with me or the member who is responsible for that current role in the ExCom. So now let's move for the awards for today's meeting. Okay, guest feedback. Please, can we have guest feedback? how was the session? How did you enjoy your views about the meeting?
So honestly speaking, it was a great session. I mean, honestly saying that the way everyone is taking new role, the way they are speaking, the way they are using, or like different words. So I like that. I mean, I don't have that level of communication skill where I can use that kind of word. So maybe I can learn so many things from you guys. Yeah, so it was a great experience and great session for me.
Hi everybody, I'm Naisha. So my mom got me here because she wants me to join Toastmasters in Mumbai where I study. And personally, I felt like it is so wonderful that so many people are coming together and they're speaking so much. And just the idea of the whole club is really, really inspiring. And I can see so many different people from so many different backgrounds and different age groups and everybody coming together, and it's just really, really, I'm just really happy to see all of the programs.
So now let's move on for the awards for today's role players. I would like to call upon Toastmaster of the Day.
I also want to ask one last question. Who comes in the last for giving the awards? It's a Jai Shah. So, I don't have any ICC trophies with me, but I will play the role of Jai Shah. Okay.
Best prepared speaker goes to TM Shubham. Best supporting role player, TM Mukesh. I am glad to have you back at VTM.
Thank you. Best evaluator goes to Toastmaster Rohit.
So I would like to take this opportunity for speak for some time. See, I was a bit down in the dumps today when I came to the meeting. Why? Because for the past few days there is no blockbuster movie that is showing on the screens, and I had planned to today's Sunday, so let's go watch a movie. But there is none. All are in Telugu or some other language that I don't understand. So I would like to thank Toastmaster Abhishek for and I would say that I am not much aware about cricket, but I remember when I was very young, in 2011 I think, India won the World Cup with MS Dhoni. So there, even though I didn't even watch the match, I still came out on the road, and the sense of pride I felt being Indian. After 15, relating to cricket, I always feel proud as an Indian, but relating to cricket, I felt this excitement for the first time in 15 years. So congratulations again. Excellent. Man of the match.
Now it's time to call the best table topic speaker, who is Virat Kohli of Vadodara Toastmasters. Toastmaster Ankit on the stage.
The kind of words I use in my office, I'm definitely a Virat Kohli. IPL very I want to see that Virat Kohli on stage.
The best role player, the man of the match. We truly felt like today a stadium full of crowd.
Yes.
Yes. We will be having our next regular meeting on 14th, next Sunday. Same timing, same place. So now let's gather for a group photograph, please.